Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Introduce myself. My name is Adika Saputra Lubis with NPM 23411-097 from Management 23 Extensions. Today I will presentation talks about sampling methods. Okay, the next definition. Sampling is the process of selecting subsets or unit from a population to receptions that population in order to draw conclusion or generations about it. Sampling methods are used in research or survey when it's not feasible to examine the entire population due to reasons such as cost, time, or other limitations. Okay, next, classification of sampling methods. 1. Probability sampling. Every element in the population has a known and equal chance of being selections. The results are more specific and can be generalized to the population. 2. Non-probability sampling. Not all elements in the population have the same stage of being selected. It's more commonly used in exploratory or qualitative research. Probability sampling. 1. Simple random sampling. Every element in the population has an equal chance of being chosen. 2. This can be carried out by lottery methods or by using a random number generator. The example, costing 50 employees at random a list of 1000 company employees. 2. Stratified random sampling. The population is divided to several strata or group based on certain characteristics, age, income, and education. A random sample is taken from its systems. The example, if a company has 30% senior employees and 70% senior employees, the sample is taken in proportion to these groups. 3. Systematic sampling. The sample is chosen based on fixed interval from the population list. The example, from a list of 1000 customers, every 10th customer is selection for the sample. 4. Cluster sampling. The population is divided into small group clusters. The several clusters are randomly selected, and all members within those clusters are surveyed. This is suitable for populations that are widely dispersed. The example, in a national survey, several cities are chosen at random, and all residents in those cities are surveyed. Okay, the next slide, non-probability sampling. 1. Convenience sampling. Individuals who are easy to reach or readily identifiable are selected. It is quickly and inexpensive but carries a high risk of bias. The example, distributing groceries at a single shopping mall without considering a broader demographic. 2. Purposive sampling. The sample is chosen based on the research judgment. It is usually in quantitative research. The example, a case study on successful entrepreneurs, where only entrepreneurs with certain experience are interviewed. 3. Quota sampling. A specific number of samples is determined based on certain characteristics, but the selection is not random. The example, choosing 50 men and 50 women for a study, but without a random selection process. Choosing the appropriate sampling methods. The selection of assembly methods depends on several factors such as 1. Research objective. If the goal is to generalize the results, probability sampling is preferred. 2. Population size. For large population, stratified or cluster sampling can be more efficient. 3. Resource and time. If resources are limited, conveyor or proportion sampling may be more practical. 4. Research accuracy. Probability sampling typical products more accurate data. The last slide's conclusion. Sampling methods play a critical role in research because they affect the validity of the research. Probability sampling is more suitable for qualitative studies that require generations, while non-probability sampling is better for experienced or qualitative students. The choice of methods considers the research objective, the populations, and available research. Okay, so many video from me. Thank you.